Now for our last Spark presentation, we will hear from Raul Contreras from the Tri-Cities Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and Anna Plemmons, Associate Vice Chancellor for Academic and Student Affairs and Assistant Professor in Digital Technology and Culture, representing the Tri-Cities campus.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We are happy to be here with you today, and I think we'll kind of toggle back and forth. And next slide, please. So if this one feels familiar, I did have the opportunity to present this project last year with someone else from the chamber. And so we're here today to talk about DTC and Tri-Cities Hispanic Chamber 2.0, but I thought you might need a little context with 1.0. So in 2021, the DTC 476 course project, we partnered with the chamber and were able to work with immigrant business owners, some direct businesses, but then also just trying to think about, okay, well, we went to the chamber and we said, hey, how could we help? What might be useful? And the idea that we came up with was like, hey, let's think about, since the course is really dealing with what's the appropriate digital strategy and how do we create content that's meaningful, and then also in a way that's culturally responsive, how can we create tutorials, for instance, for immigrant business owners who would likely be working from their phones and needing to create digital content for their business? Like, how could we create a tutorial for that particular kind of client? And so students were also able to go to businesses and create photo catalogs and curate those photos and then hand them back over to business owners. And it was a really positive project. And I think my favorite thing about it, besides just the fact that it was really fun work to be able to do, out of that, 3 of the students in the class got paid internships with the chamber, which was exciting. And then there was 1 full-time job placement with the Tri-Cities Hispanic Chamber, Raul Contreras, who will tell you a little bit about our 2.0 project from this year. So next slide, please.
Okay, so for this year, we didn't really need any internal help, so we decided to send the students out to 7 of our members: Vinny's Bakery, Excalibur Pizza, Accident Chiropractic, Smart Storage, Sandy's Trophies, Huesitos Landscaping, and Moreno Immigration Law. So this was very exciting, not just for us, but for our members. They were super excited to meet the students, to see what they can do. And the main idea for this project was for the students to get real world experience. And I think they got it. During the presentations, I saw their faces. They were super excited for us to see what they had created. And the business owners as well, they were really excited to see what the students can do. And it was a wonderful thing, because now these business owners see how versatile DTC students are, how helpful they are to their business. And overall, I think the goal was completed. Students got to see that sometimes there's some rescheduling. They got to see how it is to work with businesses, to set goals and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think the project came out pretty well.
Awesome. So next slide, please. I'll jump in. I had a few comments, and I think Raul also did as well. So we just wanted to show you a couple of the products, and we handed these slides in before the project was completely done. But for instance, Excalibur Pizza is about to celebrate their 10-year anniversary. So they were looking for a t-shirt design. And so the students met with the business owner, came back to class, were able to workshop that design and kind of continue to really fine tune it, and then go back to the business owner with those revisions. And they were excited about it. So I think these shirts will be rolling out around, you'll see them around the Tri-Cities later, whenever the 10-year anniversary actually comes up. In the second image you can see there is a social media post for Moreno Immigration Law with a happy client and a client blurb talking about their experience with the business. And then Vinny's Bakery, if you haven't been to Vinny's Bakery, shameless plug, it was on Diners, Drives, and Dive. I got that wrong, but the food show a couple of years ago. And so it's a local favorite. And so Vinny's was just looking for a little bit of help, just kind of boosting their social media presence with some digital flyers. And so students went in, took the photos, worked really hard to sort of match the branding of the advertisement to the branding of the logo. They also made some pretty great, and then they did some pretty great video work. So there's now some video content that's ready to be rolled out. So those were just a couple, just to kind of show you some of the things that the students were working on. And then I wanted to turn it back over to Raul, who I think had a bit more to say about what's next.
Okay, so jumping away from the project, we did get another intern this year. She got a chance to work with the Department of Health, Human Services from Benton, Franklin counties. So we've been helping, as a chamber, we've been helping people with homelessness, helping people with rent. It was all COVID assistance. And then we've also been vaccinating people. So as of early this year, we've vaccinated over 5,000 people just in our county. She's been helping with all those flyers. Her work has been seen by thousands of people. It's been on TV. So Friday is our intern's last day, but Monday she will be a full-time employee at the chamber, and I'm happy to announce that. That's
awesome.
it for me.
So I think we came in under time, but that's all we have unless there are questions. And I think if you did have questions, we're not doing them here, but you can see our contact information is on this slide. And since we did have a little extra time, I just want to give a shout out. Raul, I could just continue to be really impressed by the contributions you're making at the chamber. And it's such a pleasure to work with you. And I forgot to mention that Raul was one of those students in the class in the 1.0 version of the project who did get the internship, who was placed at the chamber in a full-time role. So this project's really fun to me because it really is a circle story, and it's, I think, the best of kind of what we hope happens out of projects like this. So Raul, it is an honor and a pleasure to be a collaborator with you, and I love that you're an alum.
Great, thank you, that means a lot. I'll promise I'll keep on expanding my wings. They'll be open for any future Coug and anybody else beyond the Crimson. Thank you.